of choosing not to participate. My teenage years have years worth of memories there where when I'm out with friends and then we may be out or we may be at a friend's place, but I would just in the middle of the evening just get up and get in my car and drive away.
Is there a strong memory that comes to mind?
I remember mainly my friends' reaction when they eventually spoke to me the next day and how disappointed they were that I would just get up and walk out without telling anybody I'm going.
Is there a specific instant?
There's one in my mind right now, yeah.
Yeah, can you tell?
It's just the specific people I was with and the house that we were in. It was just a group of friends. Not all of them were close, but most of them were.
Yeah.
And my best friend was there at the time. My two best friends were there. One of them I was actually in love with and obsessed with. Samantha. But we had like 2 or 3 cars because we were like 8, 9, 10, 12 people, something like that. Loads of people were watching a movie. They go to the garden, I stay in the living room, I'm alone in the living room, and I just choose to get up, leave the house, get in my car and drive away. Didn't tell anyone I was going. We didn't have cell phones back then, so there was no way of contacting me. And the next day I spoke to them on the phone and they were like, things changed, the friendships changed after that.
Yeah. Okay.
They didn't expect me to do something like that, and it really surprised them. And I was completely justified in my mind. I just did what I felt like doing.
Yeah. Are you within that memory?
Right now?
Yeah, when you tell it, can you...
I can do it if you want me to. It's very vivid.
Let's dialogue.
I can see it scene by scene in my mind if I concentrate on it.
Yeah, okay. Is there a particular part of the memory that holds most intensity?
The moment I chose to leave the house.
Okay. So we're going to use the model of the dream work. Regarding memories, there are similarities with the dream methods. Memories have roots in the reality that we experience, but they have also been modified by personality and our systems. For example, 2 people who went through the same situation, their recall would be very different. They would have different nuances. They would remember different people. Some people would block one thing out of their memory. Other people would block another thing. The emotional feeling tone of the memory would be different in each person. So you can work with the memory as a sort of self-expression phenomena, and not just as a recall of a reality, of a neutral, objective reality, but as a subjective expression. And the process would be similar, like with the dream work process. In terms of the method, I would facilitate the process. You would step into the memory and you would dialogue with one aspect, with one subject-object, in trying to find answers from there, assuming that everything we remember, including external things and people, are expression of ourselves. Because we hold onto that in memory, because that gave me some response, feedback, or mirror to myself, there is a hold on there. So we won't fish out the memory exactly as it was, but the journey into the memory as it's perceived now will go to create a new story. Be open to feel and open to let it unfold, the new story. What's your posture? You,
I'm sitting back on the sofa, feet on the floor, I think, arm on the side.
Okay, anybody around you, next to you on the sofa?
They all went outside.
They all went outside. You and you are in the room. Okay, look around, see if there is a little object, and it will present itself as for here and now. A little object that you can keep with you throughout this dialogue. Is a talisman.
A glass paperweight.
Okay. Glass paper. So that's sort of your talismans through this journey. Let's hold this sort of instance of decision to go away, and you can dialogue with yourself or with somebody else there, or with an object in the room. To really home on that moment. Which do you decide to dialogue with?
With myself.
With yourself. So just find that part of you that decides to live, and can you objectify that part of you and face it?
He was so depressed.
Yeah.
He was suicidal. Most of those 4 years previously, he was suicidal. Sometimes quietly, sometimes outwardly. There's something about rejection here. So if he wasn't being rejected by others, he would reject himself, and he would reject.
Okay, so let him speak. Okay, so what does he say? I ask him, why do you want to leave?
There's a couple of things going on with him.
Okay.
The first is to push others away before they have a chance to push him away. And he's looking for attention because of the way he feels about himself.
Okay, so how does he express it?
The attention was by leaving.
Okay.
That was the act to draw attention to himself, because he'll make the other people chase him and ask him what's going on and show concern for him and care for him and tell him that he was wanted and that we wanted you there and we were not happy that you weren't there. So he was manipulating that situation.
Does it get the result you're seeking? Ask him.
It was like a temporary. No, not really.
Not really.
No.
So he knows that it's a futile attempt. How does he feel about this futility?
Well, he says that's why I wanted to die.
Right.
Because everything was just futile.
Yeah. Ask him what stopped him from dying.
You need to be more specific in the question.
Okay, he wanted to die. Did he take any action?
A few times in his life, yeah.
Yeah. And what stopped the attempt?
He was overcome by emotion, by a fear of really, really doing it. He took himself to the edge, but he couldn't. He was too scared to go all the way.
Okay. What was the reasoning that stopped the process of attempting to die?
There was a fear of leaving family behind. He thought about their pain at their loss, not his pain for his loss.
Right. Ask him, did he care a lot about his family?
Did he care about his family?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, sure.
Does he, in that situation, in that memory, does he really want to go?
Does he really want to leave the house where his friends are?
Yeah.
It was a decision that took him some time to make. Maybe some minutes of assessing the whole situation, the whole setup, the reasons why he left. He just didn't want to be feeling the way he was feeling for most of his life. So whether or not he wanted to is not possible to answer.
Ask this boy, is he part of your patterns that hold you back in your financial progress, in your quest, in your professional quest?
He's telling me that I am holding on to still blaming my family for the beliefs they conditioned me with around money and the world.
Is there anything you can take from your renewed meeting to change the patterns?
I don't know if I'm creating what he's saying to me, but all that came to me was he said the spirituality that's part of my everyday life is what will help to heal all patterns.
Does that resonate well?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you can exchange hugs again.
Yeah, he's proud of who he becomes.
Okay. So gradually, slowly connect your breath.